see my screen?
Yes, can see.
Yes, can. Okay. Thank you for joining and participating in our Speechcraft. The Speechcraft is from Batavia Toastmasters Club. But first, we have the house rules. The house rules is first, use your real name, no nickname or alias. And also put your role and then your name. For example, if you are a speech crafter, put speech crafter and then your name. Also, for me, currently, I will be the Toastmasters of the meeting. I will change my name to Toastmasters of the meeting and then my name. That's the naming rule. And of course, do not interrupt while anyone is talking or doing their speech. And the last one, please open your camera and show your support to others. Now, let's start the introduction. Anyone here know about Toastmasters? Or have you joined Toastmasters before? Maybe not yet? Not yet? Or Tia, have you joined Toastmaster before? Oh, I cannot see Tia. Okay, let's start. What is Toastmaster? Toastmaster is not a school, not a college, but Toastmasters is a worldwide nonprofit educational organization. And we empower people to become more effective communicators and leaders. And of course, we are worldwide. Our networks approximately 270,000 members in more than 14,000 clubs in 148 countries. So Batavia Toastmasters Club is part of a worldwide organization. And Toastmaster is an effective provider of dynamic, high-value, experiential communication and leadership skills development. Once you join Toastmasters as a member, you will learn to develop critical thinking skills, practice time management, enhance listening skills, sharpen your presentation skills, establish relationships, and speak without practice. You will practice this in our table topic session. Take and implement feedback, and of course, the last one, because we are public speaking and leadership club, you will also be able to develop your leadership skills. So, what is Toastmasters experience? When you join a Toastmaster, you will join a club like this one, like the Batavia Club. And the experience are hands-on learning environment, practice prepared impromptu speech, receive feedback, opportunities to lead every meeting, access to a mentor, and meeting also held in online or on-site or hybrid. The next, before you join Toastmasters, some people, or for example, all of you, will choose to join the Speechcraft first because Speechcraft is a mini Toastmasters club meeting. Speechcraft Digital Experience was created for experienced members to help non-members to become the best communicators they can be. That's the Toastmasters, Batavia Club, and Speechcraft introduction. So, we will start the ice-breaking activity. And I see, but first, let's change our naming first. Your role, Speechcrafter, and then your name. I see there's a person named A. Can you change your name? I will change my name to Toastmasters of the meeting and Monica. For all of you, please change your name to Speechcrafter and then your name. because we will start the introduction session, the roundtable introduction. Mm, okay, so let's start the roundtable introduction. Alvin will open a breakout room and you will be placed in a breakout rooms for 2 minutes. Then interview your partner. This is the 3 points, the main 3 points. Name, occupation, and hobbies. And then you will be back to main room and introduce your partner to us. Are you ready? I cannot hear any voice. Can you open your mic and say, I am ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's start the roundtable introduction.
Okay, I will open the breakout room with the timing. Please complete the introduction in the timing. Okay, open the room in 3, 2, 1.
Hello. So,
Hi,
Hello, I'm so sorry.
Hello.
we're
Oh,
still
welcome
I'm
talking.
back.
on the way back home.
hello.
Okay, welcome back to in the main room. Back to you, Toastmaster Monica.
Wow, so fast. Okay, is that 2 minutes enough to get to know each other?
No.
Of course, no, that's too
Not
short.
so short, yeah, too short. Okay, maybe we should add more the second round, or who wants to introduce their partner to us?
Can I go
Maybe
first?
Rashid?
Mhm.
Yes, can I go first,
Yes.
please?
Yes,
Okay.
Rashid.
So like I only got 30 seconds, so like I just say what I was told. So my partner was Alvin, and he is currently working in Bank Mandiri, and his hobby is playing badminton.
Have you asked him his favorite color?
Actually, no. I mean, we only have 30 seconds, so.
Okay. Actually, it's obvious that's red, the one he is wearing now.
Yes.
Okay, the
Oh,
next,
I mean, true.
who wants to introduce his or her partner in the breakout room? Natia?
Oh, okay. Okay, I want to introduce Mbak Nuril. Okay, Mbak Nuril is a teacher in homeschooling. She lives in Jakarta, and I have no time about asking about her hobby actually.
Oh, hi, we have Anjani here. And let's go for the second round for the next 2 minutes. Can
Oh,
Alvin
second
create?
round.
Yes, the second
Okay,
round.
okay. All right.
We have
All right.
the next 2 minutes.
Okay. Open breakout room. You can start immediately. Okay.
Thank you.
Dan ya. Oke,
Uh,
lift dulu.
yes, yes. We can assign you to another some group.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, hello. Welcome back in the main room. I
Yes.
hope you have more time to discuss with your partner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Back to Monica again.
Thank you, Alvin. And of course, I would like to hear any one of you wants to introduce their partner. Maybe Tia here.
Okay. My partner is Monica. She's a banker at private bank, and her hobbies are laid down, chilling, watching Netflix. But and a long time ago, she said that she likes to cycling, but not anymore. Okay, that's it.
Thank you. And how about Dito, Dian Istanto? Do you want to introduce your partner in the breakout room?
Yeah, hello. Yeah. So sorry, I barely back home on the way back home. So I'm in the middle of the street. So I will introduce my partner. I had Melissa. Melissa joined the club for almost from 2019, and then now she is working for a Securitas company. So that's all. Her hobby is I forgot. Sorry, Melissa.
Okay. You are talking while walking, so you do walk the talk. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
and then Anjani, I want to hear from you. Your conversation with your partner or from Ayu, um, from Elfie. Elfie, can you share to us your
Okay, my
conversation?
partner before is Arik Ali Yusuf. He is a IT specialist that working in automotive industry. Right now, he's working in Mitsubishi company. And then about his hobby, he likes to watching movies, watching TV series, and then likes to not traveling, to try something new, and then eat eat new culinary, and then he likes Blackpink.
Oh,
Okay,
he-
that's
thank you, Elfie.
yeah.
And next, Anjani, are you there? Or Anya? Anya, are you there? Are you the next speech crafter? Are you? Okay. Since all of us already speak to each other and have a short introduction, I know this is not enough, but we still have more time. We have 4 sessions of speechcraft this week. And then let's continue to the next session, which is our educational session. And this is the first. The title is Value of Public Speaking. The speech time will be 3 until 5 minutes. Our timer, Dian, are you ready? Okay. And then I will call the educational speaker, Toastmaster Nuril. Toastmaster Nuril, value of public speaking. Value of public speaking, Toastmaster Nuril.
Thank you, Tom Monica. Timer Dian, can you please raise hand so I can see your profile? Okay, thank you. I can see the timer now. All right, so good evening, fellow Toastmasters and speech crafters. I know we are gathering here, it's because of the word of public speaking. We are so familiar with the public speaking words. I used to think that public speaking is a moment of speaking in front of public, or in front of many people in a big room. But later I found out public speaking isn't that grand. I got that public speaking isn't always speaking in front of many people, but it's an art of communications. It's a way how we can deliver our ideas to other people. So let me share my journey of understanding what public speaking is. My journey started by joining Toastmasters. Back then, it was just for spending time because I had nothing to do. So in Toastmasters, I learned again how to break down my ideas from those ideas into speech. From the written speech, and then I think how I deliver my ideas from this written speech to spoken. And then I tried to give speech, get evaluated, did many trial and errors, and I learned that from those lessons, those trials and errors bring me to have better communication. Better communication with my coworkers and my family. So based on the experience, I know what the problems are and then how to address the problems and how to deliver my ideas. But also during those trials and errors, I also challenge myself not to get intimidated by the room vibes, by the audience vibes, by managing my fear by practicing more and also from stealing skills from Toastmasters. Yeah, so again, Toastmasters to steal people's skills officially and legally. And little by little, I improve how to manage my team meeting because in Toastmasters, I also learned how to lead meeting efficiently and effectively. And I know I can lead my team well right now, so work feels easier now because I have improved my public speaking and communication. And to summarize, based on this experience, there are three benefits of improving public speaking. They are to be able to express yourselves efficiently, effectively, manage your fear, and get a greater personal success. So this reminds me of a teaching language theory that I learned back then. Says that to communicate is to use appropriate words to appropriate people in appropriate context. So to get that skill, to get that communicative competence, just practice more because even though practice more doesn't always makes you perfect, but it will makes you get better. So with this moment, with this chance, don't be hesitant again to speak more. So I'm looking forward to your speech crafters. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Noril. And can everyone open your microphone and say thank you, Noril?
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Nuril.
You know, Ray.
Yeah, thank you back.
Because we already heard what is the value of public speaking, let's have a small or simple discussion about that. So this is the discussion session, and I would like to hear from you about, was there any question that surprised you? Maybe in your profession, or sometimes your boss somehow come to you and ask a question that needs to be answered as fast as you can, or things like that. Anyone here? Okay, let's start from me. So currently I'm working in the procedure management, and somehow my boss come to me and said, Monica, do you know about the productivity calculation? So can you imagine? I usually review the procedures and race, but my boss asked me about the productivity. And I think that's where the public speaking skills being useful because I'm trying to think fast and talk smart. I know that I'm not the expert of productivity, but then I'm trying to have a confident body language and, of course, a good vocal management because I'm practicing it a lot in Toastmaster. And then I say, oh, boss, productivity. I heard a lot from the procedure when I review them, but I think I knew the person that I should ask more about that so I could get back to you with more detail and more important data about the productivity. And that's how public speaking skills help us in the real life. Not being the smartest person in the room, but being somehow the most reliable person in the room. Okay. And anyone here wants to have an opinion about the first question? Or I hear someone talking. Rashid.
I've been thinking like basically if I'm put in the same position as you, like ever something that surprises me, but like if it comes to that, can we just say no, we don't know? Maybe we can get back to you if I can like search it later. Sometimes like I think recently I was asked like, do you know the procedure how DPR members like make apa law making, and it took me like weeks to get back to my boss.
Ooh. So we have lots of perspective, and that's good. And then, okay, have anyone here already completed the before assessment? Well, I know some of you still have difficulties in the assessment, but it's okay. So the next one is, what is your most important goal? Maybe we could hear from Anjani or Anya.
Hi, hi Monica.
Hello,
Thank
hi
you.
Anya.
Yeah. Sorry, it's if my video or sound a bit delayed because my connection is not very stable. Uh,
Yes.
about the most important goal, actually, I'm agree with Monica, as you said previously that you are trying to be the most reliable person in the room, in the team, to help the workflow be more efficient and the work, the system be more effective. I'm not trying to be the most expert in the room because I think it's very difficult to be the most expert. Even someone with 20 plus years of experience must be have some knowledge gaps in a certain area. So that's that.
Okay, thank you. And then how about Natia? how can you use your understanding of your comfort level to achieve your goals? Or maybe if you want to share about your most important goals, it's okay.
Maybe number 2, I want to share about my most important goal. Okay, so currently I work as a fitness trainer, or what you call a personal trainer. I just work as a PT, just full-time PT last September. So I was a career shifter. So currently my important goal is to survive first, being a freelance. And um, actually what I found when working as a PT, actually it's so very promising, especially in this economy. Because it's a highly skilled profession, and we want a highly skilled profession and actually paid quite well, but you have to be very competent, not just PT who has a jack body and maybe promoting about being kurus or a muscular, but actually really reliable and help people achieve healthy goal. And the most important goal actually increase the standard. So our profession is not just about like pekerja kasar. What is pekerja kasar in English? Yes, like blue
The
collar.
redneck.
Actually, it's a very respected profession. That's it.
Thank you, our trainer, Natya. And since we already knew about some of our most important goal, maybe we should relate it with the public speaking skill. Anyone able to inform us your most important goal and why you need public speaking skill in it? Rashid, do you have any thoughts?
Mm, Actually,
What
if
is your
you ask me what's my most important goal right now, is basically like trying to survive in this economy. Like, I'm hoping that I do not get sacked for any reason whatsoever. Like, it's a bit worrying. So like, I try to like upskill myself, and because sometimes I also have like what do you call it? Not on call, but like sometimes certain projects or some events, holding events, and like there are moments where like maybe public speaking skills would be helpful, but but I didn't know whether it will be helpful or not. But I mean, I'll just try in case. I'll just try to improve my skills just in case.
Okay, thank you. Yes, we need to try to improve ourselves, and one of those improvement is about the public speaking skills. So, since we already have a small discussion session, let's continue to our next exciting session. This is where you will be able to hit a lot with the questions. I will call our next role taker, Toastmaster Sanjung, as our table topics master. What is table topic session? It will be explained by our table topics master. Toastmaster Sanjung, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Monica. Good evening, speech crafters and fellow Toastmaster. It is fun session and enjoyable moment when we can share our moment or our idea in a table topic session. In this table topic session, I'm going to share any topic or question to you, and you just answer around 1 until to 1.5 minutes. And please keep attention to the timer Dian that raised her hand in the Zoom, in which her background turned into green, it means you reach the minimum time of your speech. It 1 minute. And if her background turn into yellow, it means you should prepare your conclusion of your speech and you reach 1 minute 15 seconds. And please keep attention if her background turn into red, it means that you reach the maximum time of speech. So please to wrap up or close your speech as soon as because you reach the maximum time of your speech. And it is just enjoyable and fun and you can relax because you can say anything and you can deliver your idea even though your personal experience in which your idea or your experience can benefit us of all here. Okay, as the first question or first topic, may I'm inviting from Toastmasters member to give the example about how we answer table topic question or table topic session. Melissa, Toastmaster Melissa, are you there?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Melissa, hello. Okay, I'm going to remove this square and this is topic for you. Leadership begins with listening. Leadership begins with listening. Toastmaster Melissa, 1 until 1.5 minutes. Keep attention to the timer, Dian.
When I first time got an opportunity to become a supervisor for about 3 or 4 years ago, I didn't know that leadership begins with listening. I just followed the rules and then asked my team to do this and that. A, please do this kind of job. B, please do that kind of job. I thought there was no problem. They're okay with that. Until one day, one of my team members, let's call her Mary. Mary complained to me, Melissa, how come you just point out your finger and then ask me to do this and that without explaining your reason behind it and then listen to my thought as well. At that time, I was surprised. Uh, Actually, Mary's point was right. Since that time, I pondered about my previous conduct and then, oh, actually, leadership begins with listening. It's true. Because if I only ask them to do this and that, at some point, they won't I asked them to do. And then at the end of the day, I will suffer the loss. So since that time, I start to listen to my team members and it continued till now. And yeah, I think my leadership skill is getting better. Thank you. Back to Sanju.
Thank you, Melissa. You share your first experience as a supervisor at office. And I know I can take your experience perhaps as my lesson value later at my office. And now I'm inviting from speech crafter for you. This is your opportunity to have a moment you can deliver speech in Toastmaster. May I'm inviting Anjani to experience the table topic?
Yes, sure, Kak Tanjung.
Anjani. Okay. Okay, Anjani. The second question for you. True leaders create more leaders, not followers. True leaders create more leaders, not followers. 1 until to 1.5 minutes. You agree or disagree with this statement? Over to you, Anjani. Please keep attention to the timer that raise hand.
Thank you for the opportunity. Reflecting back a few years ago when I first working at this startup, it's not very much team and included in the company because it's a big it's a early stage startup. I still remember very vividly my CEO slash direct manager slash
I think Anjani has unstable connection or
I think yes. Anya is freeze.
still hot. Okay. So what if I give the opportunity to other speech crafters earlier as we are waiting for Anjani? Anjani still didn't back yet, so I'm inviting speech crafter Hen India. Are you there, speech crafter Hen India?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, speech crafter Hen India. The third question. Third question for Hen India. Friends may come easily, but true friendship takes effort to keep. Friends may come easily, but true friendship takes effort to keep. 1 until to 1.5 minutes.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Since I was a kid, I am a type of person that difficult to make friendship with others because maybe I think I have an issue to, yeah, I'm easily to scared to talk to people. So maybe so that's why I don't have a lot of friends. Then when I went to university, I met some amazing friends that I think friends is not easily labeled to anyone that come across your life, like in school or maybe in in your neighborhood. So when I met people with like the same frequencies, and that's when I met them in university. It's the moment I really cherish on, the moment that I want to keep last for a long time because it's a rare opportunity to find some friends that have same values with you. So yeah, in my case, friends doesn't come easily because previously I said that it's difficult for me to make friends, but when I met the same frequencies people, that's the moment that I want to keep. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a happy moment or that's fortunate if we have our circle or friend that have same frequency with us because so we can support and give motivation each other. Thank you for sharing. And then I'm inviting the next speech crafter, Natia, to join. Hello, speech
Hello.
crafter Natia. Okay, and now I'm going to remove for this. A wise person learns more from failure than a fool learns from success. A wise person learns more from failure than a fool learns from success. Speech crafter Natia. You can answer or give an opinion from this topic 1 until to 1.5 minutes.
Okay, a wise person learns more from failure than a fool learns from success. I'm agree with that statement because based on my experience, failure is not failure costs you something, but the cost of failure is actually cost of learning something like uang sekolah or tuition fee. But actually it depends how you deal with the failure. If you repeating the failure over and over again without improving yourself, you're not a wise person, of course. Yeah, okay. But if you do failure and then you learn something, you improve, and you that's actually the wise thing to do. And about the second part of the statement, then a fool learns from success. Actually, I'm not completely agree with that because, actually, from success you can learn something. You learn that you are able to do something. Yeah, and but what the fool do, comparing to a wise person do is they think that they are still the best, not improving. That's it.
Agree with you, Natia, that failure is one of learning process or learning phase. However, if we trap in the same mistake several times, it's a bad condition for us. However, we should can learn what is that we can take value or lesson from our failure. Okay, and next I'm inviting speech crafter Elvi to participate
Okay.
for the 5 topics or question. We exist not only to succeed, but to serve. We exist not only to succeed, but to serve. 1 until to
Okay.
1.5 minutes.
Yes, I am agree with this statement. My opinion is about the purpose of our life. If we just work for success, I think we don't have meaning in the behind of our success. But when we exist, we can serve to other and then be kind to other. I think it will be have more meaningful to our purpose, whether we working in the company or working in the social life. I think have a lot of how to make a contribution in our life. So I agree with this statement. And then also how we serve and then how we help others also, like we can help others also to bring success to them. I think it also works. Okay, thank you.
I think so, Elvi, because as a human, that make us different from other creators is as a human we not only make rich ourselves but also what is the contribution positively or impact that can make others life or other people live up themselves, because the strong
Yeah.
person is in which or the success person is when can live the condition of life other people. And now I'm inviting speech crafter Rashid to experience the next topic? Are you there, speech crafter Rashid?
Yes.
Okay, for the sixth topic is done well is better than done perfect. Done well is better than done perfect. Speech crafter Rashid.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. This topic is a little bit too close to the heart because, like, I think some as not someone, but many people, like, they want to do everything well, but doing well is not the same as doing perfectly. And actually, uh, I forget there's a thing, basically, like, apa, in Indonesian language, it goes somewhere along the lines of perfection is the work of God, and apa, we as humans will not do perfect, something like that. I think there's something along the same line in English, but I forgot. But basically, back to the topic. Uh, Doing some things, or basically chasing perfection, is like a fool's errand. Like, you will never be perfect. But nevertheless, it doesn't mean you do not chase the result as well as possible. But the first thing to do is basically it has to be done. If it's not done because it's not perfect, and then it's not getting done. So basically, done is the first thing to do. Basically, get it done well. If it's perfect, good. If it's not, that's okay. Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you, speech crafter Rashid. Yeah, from your sharing, I used to in condition that I want to have myself step ahead several from my friends, in which I feel proud that I'm the one the perfect, but all of my friends have the imperfection. Hopefully, and then I feel exhausted or tired about that because yes, we should consider another aspect of our life, not only focus on our ambition to be the perfect person. Thank you for sharing speech crafter Rashid. And now may I'm inviting speech crafter Ayu. Speech crafter Ayu, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
For the next topic. Okay, speech crafter Ayu. Joy multiplies when it's shared. Joy multiplies when it's shared. Speech crafter Ayu.
Okay. First thing that in my mind when I just heard about joy is when we can just make the other happy with our present without we talk to each other. It's like our present just make the others to be more calmer than before or in the shooting way. And most of the time, that's all the people need so far, just because people actually need to be listening, to be listened, than to be get to talk about the problem is or get the advice 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 for it. It's like I just make sure that when people have a hard time, my present just sitting her beside for whatever happened to them. And basically, in the end of the day, they will just laugh about it or smell of it just because our present didn't make some burden of it. That's it for me.
That's wonderful sharing our story from speech crafter Ayu because joy is part and the essential thing in our life, so we have to make a spare of this happiness. And then I'm inviting Joshua to the next topic. Are you ready, Joshua?
Yeah.
Are you there? Okay, hello, Joshua, for the topic.
Okay.
We rise by lifting others. We rise by lifting others. How do you think about this statement? 1 until to 1.5 minutes, Joshua.
Okay. We rise by lifting others. This is a really on point statement because for me, personally, I love to see if other people could achieve the goals together. So where especially in team settings when we cooperate and we working together, we growing together in the same and we work in the same direction. Uh, I do feel the enjoyment in seeing people achieve the what they are trying to achieve, uh, and also we all and also I feel the same excitement, enjoyment, and this and I believe by lifting others, we also are motivated to to walk in the same path and to keep up, especially so that that's the point, and that's really on point.
Thank you, Joshua, for your story. Yeah, I do believe that when we can help other people to go higher, it indicates that ourselves already reached the achievement or success. Because how we can support or help other person if we still focus in ourselves? So for those who already have achievement, and there is no issue for you to rise other people's or lift other people's. Okay, that's the topics for our discussion in this table topic session. I'm truly happy and inspired with all the comment and also story from you. However, in table topic, here we can practice how we can pour our idea in a minutes and share to other people. Even though we can implement it when in interview or we can have a conversation in a leader or with our team in the office. Now I'm inviting Toastmaster of the meeting, Monica, to lead the session. Back to
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, our table topics master, Toastmaster Sanju. Yes. What it feels like to deliver your ideas in just 60 until 90 seconds. I know it's kind of, it's been rushing like you are being chasing by someone. Okay, and now next, after we hear or we practice to deliver our idea, our thoughts in just short time, we will listen to the next educational session about how to select a topic, a speech topic. This session will be led by our educational speaker, Toastmaster Sanjung. Selecting a speech topic, Toastmaster Sanjung, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Monica. Good evening for speech creative and fellow Toastmasters. Selecting topic. I found myself, and I believe most of people have an issue when we should deliver or speak in front of a public. However, there is no an issue when we have a casual conversation with our friend, even though we discussion our thought or idea. Moreover, if we talk about the person that we had, this is the easy thing that we have, and how we can select our topic to prepare if we have an opportunity to speak in front of public. Two sources that we can take is about personal experience and reference material. Perhaps you can choose or pick about our hobby or career, family, education. Instead, in which that hobby we can pick the simple hobby, even though you have watching movie, or as myself, perhaps I'm the one that have to have enough sleeping. So here, the activity that I'm interested is sleeping. And if you would like to share about family, perhaps this is a parenting or education. And it's better if you can add more reference material to support or strengthen your statement from website, books, magazine, or newspaper. And let's
Toastmaster Sanju,
done. Yeah.
your screen is not moving.
How about now? Moving or not?
Uh, not in my screen.
Oh, uh, this is about connection or
Yeah, share the desktop. Maybe share just the desktop, so you can.
oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe you just share another document, which is maybe the presentation show only.
Okay. Share the desktop screen.
Yeah, share desktop. All right.
Okay,
Okay.
how about now? You can find
Yes.
my
Yes,
Yes,
it's
yes.
the audience occasion to search. Yes.
okay. Here, the personal experience that I would like to share, interesting about productive sleeping. And the reference material that I took is from website Thomas Dekker. And the selection or part that we have to keep attention is about the audience. We have to determine the number of people that we speak with, and also keep attention to the age of friends. For example, about productive sleeping, here I have to uh, point that this is for worker or students in which they have a busy time, but they still have an enough sleeping. And then subject matter familiarity or familiarity of audience characteristic. And don't forget about the occasion as well. Please to align the theme of an event with the topic of your speech. And also, please to keep attention for the allocated time you have. You don't need to speak long with a lot of materials, but just deliver the essential thing or essential point to the audience. And one of important thing is the objective of your story, even though it could be inspiring or informing the audience. And also, we have to know our abilities, our enthusiasm or interest. Perhaps you are the tech geek, I think, so you can tell a story about the latest technology or the newest technology that you know, or even though you are just moderate people that don't have any specific skill, perhaps you can just share the tasty food uh, in your environment or the tasty food that you already experienced. And then as long as you have an authority or master about it, and be specific to the time allocation, and also the subpoint should support your topic, and don't forget to make your speech clear and concise. Here, the example that I created prior to I draft my speech. First, I define the interest. This is about sleeping, and this is the reference material. I took some information from website, and the author is Thomas Dekker. And I know the audience. This is a medium, so this is not a large podium, and the topic is for employee or working people. And this is, I think, the common topic in which many people struggle with mental health. Perhaps they have a lack of sleeping, but we still have a fresh or motivation in our daily working. So the expectation is people can still get sufficient productive sleep amid their busy schedules. And I believe because our personal experience equipped with resource and also mixed consideration, it would be created an excellent topic. Any topic that happened to our life, even though it's just a career or a small occasion in our life, perhaps just buying a snack from the seller outside, to say that yes, buying a snack outside, it can help the stability of our economy. I think it would be also can a topic as well that's simple but have a deep meaning or that have a positive contribution to audiences. I believe that there are a lot of story that happen to our life, even though in our daily life or in your career life. Perhaps you can share about your family as well. Thank you. I'm inviting back Monica as Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjung. Yes, we could start from the very simple things in our life. Start with your personal experience and then put the resources and also put some consideration. You will have an excellent topic of speech. And also, if you want to see again the presentation material, you can ask Toastmaster Sanjung. She also already in the WhatsApp group. And then the next, after we learn about how to select a topic, of course, who will speak about that? That's the speaker. And the next question, before we hear about the speech, we also need to know about the speaker. How to introduce a speaker? I will call the next educational speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Alvin Abrar. Let's talk about how to introduce speaker. Distinguished Toastmaster Alvin Abrar, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica. Good evening, everyone. Hello.
Good evening.
All right. So, before I start, I would like to know any of you an MC here or experiencing becoming an MC? Raise your hand if you ever become MC. All right, we have Arik. Only Arik? All right. So, as an MC, later on maybe on session 3 or 4, you introduce your speaker. And here's how to introduce a speaker. Right. So, introducing speaker is very important. Intro a speaker is very important because you will set the tone for the speaker as well as the audience. So you will help both. And you will also create a positive and friendly environment. So people are ready. So this is like a warm up before the session. Then how to do introduction? Please pay attention. The first one is a general overview about the speech. You may before the speaking happen, you may spend some time with the particular speaker to ask what will be your speech about. And then the second one, you may ask particular expertise that the speaker possess about the speech. For example, I will talk about playing badminton. So my expertise is being a champion in West Sumatra province. So I'm a credible speaker to speak about badminton. Okay. And then this is also very important. Check the name pronunciation, because sometimes we have a speaker from India or from UK that the pronunciation is somehow challenging. But if we mispronounce it, it can be a danger. And this is the framework. You need to mention the full name. Remember, full name, not a nickname. Yeah. For example, Monica Leontin, and then you mention the speech title, full name. So that's how we do it in Toastmasters. And here's the example. Who is my speaker today? You know who is this? This is Alfonso de Albuquerque. Yes. This is how I introduce him. This is just imagination. Alfonso de Albuquerque conquered the world not by marching across lands, but by capturing strategic ports like Malacca, turning global trade routes into instruments of empire. So this is the general about the speaker. And then I will move on. Today, Alfonso will talk about how he find Malacca and see Indonesia. So that will be a general thing about the speech. Yeah. Okay. And also important, if I don't know the pronunciation of his name, I can say Alfonso, or I can say Alfonso, no L there. And then I say Albuquerque. That will be embarrassing for the speaker, right? And then immediately I can mention the name Alfonso de Albuquerque, finding Indonesia, Alfonso de Albuquerque. Okay. That's how we do it. And then the impact of great introduction, you prepare the audience. Yeah, the audience will be ready. You will build the bridge for the audience from where they are now to where the speaker wish the audience will be. Yeah. For example, I will talk about badminton. I want my audience who are general about badminton to know how to serve, just to serve, right? So that's what I want to the audience. And this is also boost speaker's confidence, right? You will help the speaker as an MC or as an introduction. And also bad introduction, I know mistakes is okay, is good to become a better, but sometimes mistakes can be very harmful if it is very professional. Right? In Toastmasters, we can practice this because making mistakes is not making any loss. But in professional life, if we do a mistake, it can cost us or we can pay a fine. Yeah. Speakers should take a few minutes to clear things. For example, mispronounce or any mistake on the introduction. Or sometimes some MC or some introducer make unnecessary pressure. For example, I would like to introduce, let's say, Nuril. Nuril, a champion. Nuril is a champion in Batavia Toastmaster Club. We will witness a very inspiring, and this is the best speech of your life. I guarantee you. This is good, but somehow can make unnecessary pressure to your speaker, so it will not give a good impact. Okay, so overall, to make an introduction, later on, check the overview of the speech and any particular expertise that will be shared by the speaker. check the name pronunciation and use this framework. Name, title, name. Thank you so much. Back to our MC, Monica.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alvin Abrar. And anyone curious why I call distinguished Toastmaster Alvin not only Toastmaster? Well, if you need to know more, I will explain it at the fourth session, the last session. So stay tuned with us until Friday. And after we hear 3 edu session, we will learn and listen how our Toastmaster member practice their speech. We have 2 sample speakers, and the first speaker is Toastmaster Nuril. Toastmaster Nuril Imtihana will be introduced by her evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Alvin Abra. DTM Alvin, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Monica. So we will have our first speaker tonight, Toastmaster Noril, will deliver a speech in a project which is using descriptive language. The purpose of this project is for Noril to practice writing a speech with an emphasis on adding language to increase interest and impact. So we will witness how she used words that can describe something without using a picture, because the picture is her word. And without further ado, please help me welcome our first speaker for today, Toastmaster Nuril Imtihana. God, do you really listen to me? God, do you really listen to me? Nuril Imtihana.
Thank you for the introduction, DTM Alvin. Guys, do you still remember do you still remember how your 20s was like? Was it funny, fun, exciting? For me, it was the time I got hit by the reality. I got my first reality checks in my 20s, feeling frustrated and exhausted by life because of just becoming an adult. And I was imagining myself, if I were an Aladdin, I think life would be better, would be nice. Can't you guess why I imagine myself as an Aladdin? Do you still remember the important character in Aladdin's story? Who said, "Your wish is a command"? Who's that? Do you remember?
Genie.
That's right.
Genie. Is
That's
it
Genie, right? I was thinking, if I had Genie in my life, I think my life would be better. So I said to myself, all right, because it's impossible for me to believe in Genie. So I prayed to my God. I said to my God, God, please grant me a job that is not far from my house and I have a uniform. So I won't get confused what to wear to work. And God, please send me to a workplace that has a refreshing event to Bali. And the last one, I wish to my God, God, please listen to me. Let me have a job where I can enjoy the sunlight before and after working. And after being unemployed for 2 months, I got a job. My workplace was just 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers from home. And I said, wow, finally, I won't be old on the road. It's just a jiffy to get my workplace. But sadly, I work at homeschooling. So I have to visit my student in their home. And their home took 2 hours. So I said like, God, I feel so disappointed. Tears of disappointment came down from my eyes. And then I said, God, didn't you listen to my wish? It is my wish. And then, but I still don't give up. I didn't give up on the job. And 3 months later, my company gave me a uniform. Yeah, I didn't have to think what to wear, right? I've got a uniform. And then I wore that uniform to my workplace with smile ear to ears. But something happened. I took an angkot, Jaklingko, right? The weird things happened. The driver would stop in front of the convenience store. But not only the driver, but the other passengers will look at me. And then near the final destination, the driver said to me, "Hey, boy, lady, why don't you get off?" And then I said, "Because it's not my destination, sir." "Huh? What do you mean? This is the last stop for you." "No, it's not." And then he said like this one, uh, "Look at your uniform." Right. My uniform is like this. You know what convenience store is that? Yeah, that's Indomaret. But I don't work in Indomaret. So the car would stop at every Indomaret and said to get off to me. And then I said, "God, this is not my wish. Do you really listen to my wish? I asked the uniform, but not like this." But still, I don't give up the job yet. I didn't give up the job yet. That's okay if I look like the iconic bee of Indomaret or with the same uniform with Indomaret. I just said, "Oh, I'm not an Indomaret employee." That's fine. And then after 5 months working, my company went to Bali for a whole week for a gathering trip. And then I said, "Wow, God, finally, you really listened to my wish. Oh my God, I love you, God." But the trip was full of surprises. Too surprising, so I didn't dare to myself to expect more. Because first the bus broke down on the high road. And then my boss said, "We've got the travel agents, so don't worry about the itinerary." But it turns out it's an organized itinerary. So we spent much time on the road thinking where we would go. And then to the cherry on top was my M-banking was blocked because I forgot my PIN to transaction. So I couldn't buy anything. What a holiday, right? And 1 month later, I was losing my spark of joy in this field. So I just want to resign until one day when the rain stopped pouring down, I got off work, look at the sky. The sky was still light. The sun was still there. I could see a rainbow. And my eyes started sweating. But that time, it's not sweating of disappointment. It's a tears of joy. And then I just remember my last wish that I could see the sun before and after working. So, and then that's the time I think, God, you did really listen to my wish. It's just me who couldn't appreciate yet what you gave to me. And these experiences have rekindled my relationship to my God. I can be more appreciative in life and less demanding. And life feels lighter now. So from this story, I just want to warn you, be aware of what you wish for. Just make sure your wish is detailed enough so you don't get disappointment like me. So back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nuril. Yes. If you pray to God, please ensure that you have the detailed information.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
correct.
Thank you for the reminder. And always be grateful. Ooh, that's great. That's a great reminder for us. And then the next speaker is Toastmaster Arik. Toastmaster Arik will be evaluated by Toastmaster Melissa. I will call Toastmaster Melissa to introduce Toastmaster Arik. Melissa, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmasters Monica. Today, Toastmasters Arik will deliver his projects from Pathway. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. From Persuasive Influence Pathway, Level 3, the speech purpose is to share their experience completing this project. The time limit will be 5 to 7 minutes. So without further ado, let's welcome Toastmasters Arik. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Toastmasters Arik, screen is yours.
Hello, I thank you for the introduction, Toastmaster Melissa. I had a bit of connection issue a while back. I'm so sorry for that. So always look on the bright side of life. It's one of those quotes that seems generic until you found some meaning in it. It's like, hello? Okay. It's like one of those quotes that you found on a bookstore label or something, or some of the quotes that your aunts or uncles might post on their WhatsApp stories. To you, it meant nothing because you haven't assigned a meaning to that quote. And to give you some context for that, for this project of mine, I needed to note my moods and attitudes for 2 weeks and see how my attitude changes depending on situations and what did I do about it and how do other people felt about it. So I noticed that most of my mood swings and where I get irritated for is more often found when I'm commuting. Because commuting in Jakarta has a lot of challenges. Whether you're commuting by your own car or motorcycle, or especially if you're using public transport, it's easier to get irritated by other people, right? Or by just like the situation itself. Like, for example, I noted that I get angry every time I miss the bus when it's like right in front of me. Like, when after you tap in your card to the machine, and then basically the bus that you wanted to get into just drove by or just left the bus stop. It irritates me and it angers me. And I, mumbled some not so polite words to myself, and hopefully that no one would listen. And it happens almost every time I went to work. Like, even on the train, like, I see people cutting in line all the time, and I'm like, oh, come on, man. See the line, see where everyone is. And, get back there. And I found myself to be more angrier in the morning. So whenever there's a request came, an email came, I just felt anger, like, oh my God, more work. And then not a few weeks, like a few days after, I started to noting, taking notes about all these switches, all these changes in my moods and feelings. There's this one time I missed the bus, but it's quite full. I see it's quite full. And then a few minutes after the next bus came, it's empty. I can get a seat. So my thought was, it's actually a good thing that I missed that bus, right? I can sit now, I can sit peacefully till my destination. And then, strangely enough, more positive things started to come with these bad experiences, so to say. Like when I missed the train, oh, I just got there and it just left. And I thought, oh my God, it's one of the emptiest train today. I could have gotten in there. And next train come and it's even emptier, even though it was during peak hours of commuter use. Like it's around 5 p.m. or so. So, it's not usually happened, but it did happen to me. So, you know what? I'm grateful for that. So, and then after that, I started to see these things as not things that I would get bothered by or irritated by, but as some things that could be blessings in disguise. So I started to look more positively towards it. So if next time I miss a bus, I say, you know what, probably next one's gonna be emptier and I could get a seat or I could have more space to stand. Or next time I miss a train, you know what, I have some time, I can buy some of the snacks that they have. I could try the burger SD, burger sekolah thing that they have now, or the roti Mariam that I rarely get, even though I liked it a lot. And that's where it got me. That's how I found meaning in that quote. Found always look on the bright side. So when I missed the next bus, I said, "Oh my, I don't think like, oh my God, I missed that bus. I could have gotten in there. I should have thought, okay, look at the bright side. Maybe the next bus emptier. Maybe I can get a seat in the next bus." Or when I missed the train, I didn't think, oh my God, I missed that train. The next one's gonna be in like 10 minutes. And instead I should have, and instead I would think, oh, you know what? I got 10 minutes. I can get a snack. Let's go. So that's how I found the quote, the meaning in the quote, always look on the bright side of life. It's not in something that's really big changes in my life. It like you don't have to find meaning in big changes in your life. Maybe you can find it in the normalcy. Like, getting to work is something that's normal to you. It's part of your daily schedule. And maybe you can find something positives in there. And I think that's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah, back
Toastmaster.
to TM Monica.
It's okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Arik, for the lesson that the simplest thing in our daily life could teach a big lesson to us. That's how we create an impactful speech. Start from the simple thing and you find the things that will lead you to a change. It could be change in your life or others. After we hear the speech, we will hear the evaluation. I will call the first evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Alvin Abdar.
Thank you, Monica. So it is miscommunication with God. So that's what happened with Nuril. So we need to be very specific when we pray to God so we can achieve what we want. And what a dream that you can have that just several kilometers from house for the first time and then going meet the sun and then when get back home we also see the sun. That is a dream already. Now let me observe no real speech. The first one what I love the most is the enthusiasm. It translates in her tone. Her tone is very live and cheerful. Love it. I can feel the energy. And the second one is the humor. I can feel the humor, especially in online where you cannot hear the laughter or the immediate feedback from the audience. But Nuril did it very well, and also is very good to attempt a humor because it will improve your confidence because it needs so much confidence to be able to deliver humor. Not necessary to be funny, but it is necessary to have differences between the setup or the punchline. Thank you so much, Nuril. Now, what could be better from Nuril's speech? I see some missed opportunities. The first one is the speech is about using descriptive languages, but I didn't hear the optimal use of descriptive language. For example, when she said about the distance is 2 hours to the student's house. You could describe it how far is 2 hours. Maybe you can say it feels like I can sleep in the car and then I wake up, I sleep again and wake up again. It feels like entire years until I cannot sleep anymore. So we can describe how bored is it to be traveling in 2 hours. You may also say that you use uniform. How is the uniform feels like? Having a uniform that is, you don't need to decide what to wear. You can use analogy as well. It feels like you have a skin already that you don't think about a costume or things to wear on a particular day. My apologies, maybe I missed some things in the end, but I feel that the call to action should be more firm. Like you, for example, you might say that, ladies and gentlemen, you must be very specific with your prayer because your prayer will be reality. If you want to be a successful person, what is successful? Having how much money? Is it 2 billion rupiahs? Say it. Or having home in Pantai Indah Kapuk? Say it. So you can achieve it, not like me, because I had this miscommunication with God. Overall, thank you so much for your enthusiasm. As always, you are a very inspiring and charming speaker. I love your humor. Actually, attempting humor is already a great choice, and I need to improve more on using the descriptive languages and to emphasize the call to action. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Alvin. And next, we will hear the evaluation from Toastmaster Melissa. Toastmaster Melissa, the screen is yours.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I believe all of us couldn't agree more about commuting in Jakarta is really sucks. Congratulations, Toastmasters Arik has achieved his speech and project purpose, which is to practice being aware of his thoughts and feelings and also to share his experience in completing this project. Since the project is about focusing to the positive, so I'll start with what I love from Toastmasters Arik's speech. I noted 2 points, which is the first one is he shares a daily life experience which is so relates with most of us. It shows that you can be grateful, at least learning to be grateful, even in a mundane activities. It makes us ponder, oh, we can also change our mindset to ease our life or to ease our mind, just from the simple things. For example, like commuting in Jakarta, got stuck in a traffic jam, and so on. And the second point is he tracks a childhood memories and simple things from Burger SD or Burger Sekolah to shift his focus into positivity. It proves that traffic jam cannot get the last word of you. In addition, there's always room for improvement. So I will suggest 2 improvement points, which is the first one is your position. I noticed that you delivered a speech, your position is just like this. So you seem to look to the left side of yours, so not to the center of the camera. So it will be better if you are delivering your next speech, you can set up your position and also your laptop so you can be at the center of your camera. So audience will be more convenient to see you are delivering the speech. And the second one is you can work on more on how you shift your focus. I noticed that you come up suddenly to the result. Oh, I got stuck in a traffic jam, and then I tried to change mindset to look for the positive side of it by changing your mindset. You can share a little bit about the process between it. For example, I got stuck in a traffic jam, and then what should I do? I got nothing to do, and then I pray, for example, and then you get inspired. Oh, it suits my mind, and then for the next time I can change my mind to more positive side. Or, for example, you get picked and your mood is getting bad all day, and then you got scolded weeks, for example, and then you discuss with them, and then as the result of discussion, you get the idea. Next time I will focus more on the positive side because it will influence my day, and then it will focus on positive. I love your speech, and let's learn from Toastmasters Arik. Don't let negativity get the last words of us. Thank you, Toastmasters Monica.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melissa. And we already heard our two prepared speaker, and of course, they are being reviewed and evaluated by our two evaluators. What we will do in the next session? Yes, I will share you the task for our speech crafters for the second session that will be held on Wednesday, 14th January. So, if you see the agenda, or if anyone of you already able to access the website, and I'm sorry if there's any of you who still cannot access, we are still on progress for the escalation. So our next session, all speech crafter will have the session to deliver a speech. The speech will be 3 until 5 minutes. And what you need to deliver is about the icebreaker speech. Actually, icebreaker is about how you want to introduce yourself to others. This is the worksheet, the speech outline. The first one is the opening. You may greet, you do the greeting, and then you capture audience interest, such as you put the interesting fact about the topic of your speech. And then you introduce your topic, you have transition, and then you enter the main point of your speech. You will have subpoint and then support or evidence. That's for the first main point. And then you will repeat again to the second main point. So if you have several points in your speech, please make it to 3 main points only, because 3 is a perfect number to make the audiences keep focusing on your speech. Not too much, but not that less. So 3 points is good enough. That's the body of your speech. And of course, after that, you will have the transition. And then you go to the conclusion or to the closing parts of your speech. You need to brief summary of your topic, review the main points, main point 1, 2, 3, and then close with impact. Finish with a strong statement. Consider mirroring your attention-grabbing opening. So your opening and closing should be related. That's the summary of how to create a speech. Start simple, and if you remember about the first education about the selecting a topic, you may choose a topic about something in your daily life. And of course, you need to deliver your speech in 3 until 5 minutes. And this is the evaluation form. I will send to you later in the WhatsApp group. You may put your name, for example, LV, and then the evaluator. We will have the evaluator, the date, 14 January 6. And the speech length is for the evaluator. Your speech will be 3 until 5 minutes. And the speech title, of course. Your speech title may be My Life as a Banker. And this is the purpose statement. The purpose of this project is for the speech crafter to introduce yourself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech, which is opening, body, and closing. And of course, this is the note for the evaluators. And the evaluators will give you this comment you excel at, you may want to work on, and how to challenge yourself. That's the task for the second session. Anyone, any question? Okay. If there's no question, okay, I will share both forms with you in this chat Zoom, and of course in the WhatsApp group. And now we will have time to discuss about this task with your guides. Guides, it means like mentor to your task. And okay, but first, let me remind you again. Okay, the speech order assignment I will assign with the random numbers. Is that okay? Or anyone wants to be the first to deliver the speech for the second session?
I have a question.
Yes.
How long should be the speech?
3 until 5 minutes. 3 until 5 minutes. And there will be a speech order, but I will assign you
Monica,
in random.
pardon, it should be 2 to 3 minutes, if I'm not
2
mistaken.
until 3
The
minutes?
icebreaker. 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The
2 until 3
icebreakers.
minutes. Oh yeah, because it's the icebreakers. Thank you. So, fellow speech crafters, 2 until 3 minutes. You may
Sorry, do we pick the topic ourselves or do you provide it?
You pick the topic yourself.
Okay.
And Toastmasters will provide the outline. Okay. Anyone? Any question? If not, we will start the discussion with the mentor. And this mentor is the one who you can ask while you are preparing your speech. And you may connect with the evaluator. We will share the evaluator later. And of course, we also will share the Google form about your speech title and how do you want to be introduced by your evaluator. Okay. So Toastmaster Alvin, can we start the breakout room?
Okay, we'll open the breakout room. Please join the breakout room. We'll open it soon. How long will it be, Monica?
Since it's 22, maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Okay, the room is open.
Like,
Yay. Okay. Thank you all. I have an interesting discussion with Tia. She begins with, I have nothing to say or to tell Monica. And then after she said that, an idea comes up. So that's how our brain works. We just admit, I have nothing to say, but then you remember about something. So do it anytime you have nothing to say. Maybe, and then your brain will help you to deliver. And then Tia already got an interesting topic to deliver on Wednesday. So if you still have lots of things to consult or to discuss with your guide, you may contact him or her via WhatsApp, and you will prepare your speech start from now until Wednesday, and then you will deliver the speech 2 until 3 minutes. I will share who will be your evaluator. I will share also in the agenda. And that's all our preparation for the second session. Any question? Or if you have things to question, if you have things in mind, just put it in the WhatsApp group, and we will do our best to help you to be a better communicators. And after we already know who will be our guide, we will hear about the general evaluator report, because in every Toastmaster meeting, we will have a general evaluator, the one who review the meeting from start until the end. What has been done that's already good, and what needs to be improved. So we will have a better meeting in the next session. I will call Toastmaster Sanju as our general evaluator. Toastmaster Sanjung, the screen is yours.
Happy for the opportunity for me to present my feedback, Monica. Good evening, the speech crafters and fellow Toastmasters. Overall, I truly happy because tonight meeting was structured and this is really encouraging session, especially for the speakers SR that's still building our confidence to speech. For the meeting structure and learning environment, you are all have a transition between the segment work smoothly and also you deliver in a well. And the atmosphere is supportive, respectful, and this is exactly what the Toastmaster is provide safe and fun platform or environment for us for the staging and practice our skill or communication. And also thank you for the two sample speakers tonight, Nuril and Arik, for you that share some insight and also your true story, not only entertain, but also we can take the positive vibes or positive point from your speech. And thank you to all the speech crafter, your participation in table topic session. Even though you are new in Toastmaster ambience, but in table topic, you are excellently deliver your idea and you are have a full motivation how you answer every topic with full of motivation and full of spirit, and you also can deliver the specific of your story and also you take the positive lesson from your experience. And also thank you for all the role takers tonight from Toastmaster. You take the role well, and also every role perform with full of discipline because we start our meeting in a time sharply. And to conclude the session, thank you for the demonstrated the grow, courage, and commitment to the learning. Because speechcraft is not about becoming a perfect speaker for us, but it's about becoming a clearer, more confident, and being a more powerful learner step by step in our life. I think hopefully this evaluation can take as a perspective for our upcoming meeting. I'm going to give the control back to Monica
Thank
to
you,
meeting.
Toastmaster Sanju. And now we already have our educational session, the value of public speaking, how to select a topic, and how to introduce a speaker. We also have already know who will be our guide for the next task. So this first session of Batavia Speechcraft has been adjourned. Thank you for your time, and we will meet again on Wednesday, the second Speechcraft session. Thank you, Speechcrafters, Toastmasters, and
Foto.
yeah,
Foto.
sorry. Yes, we need to take a picture first. Let's take a picture. Please open your camera, Anya, Dian. We'll take the picture.
Okay, I'm going to take the picture.
Me? Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Well, there is a firework here. Late firework.
Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry for the firework.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjung and Alvin, Ari,
Thank you.
Dian,
Thank
Melissa. Thank you. See you again,
Thank
Speechcrafter
you.
Natia,
Thank you,
Rashid,
everyone.
Alvin.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.